Welcome to the Albion TV War Reports, your source of live battle coverage featuring the top guilds and alliances of Albion Online. Today is the 28th of March, 2021. I am your host, the Shozen One, and joining me today are Robinhoodrs on the play-by-play and Bogul on the camera. We are currently on a 15-minute delay as we watch Provocatia and KMS take on 1-1, led by, I don't know who leads them. 1-1?
Yeah, I'm not sure either, to be honest. Looks like KMS, though, bailing out of the castle. I don't think they want to take that
Homeless
fight.
crew is here?
I think it's only one. I think it's just like a rat. Yeah, it's a rat.
Okay, because, yeah, it looks like the AAA Alliance has pushed everybody out. Provocatia has left. 1-1 and One Punch Man have decided to push out their enemies. And that fight is over.
Enemies. Like.
Spider Gang. Spider Gang. Spider Gang. Spider Gang. Yeah, these guys aren't friends. Yeah, we're going to see a fight between Provocatia and Spider Gang. Spider Gang, a real guild, by the way.
Real guild now, yeah. I mean, let's see how much of the training that Shiro provided them, see how it pays off here. Luster KO. Violet's already going in over the top, and we're going to see Pro Wakajaka coming in deep on the western side. And looks like half of Spider Gang.
How did those guys already die? Like, they were dead before anybody got there. What the hell just happened? Like, did you see that? Provocatia goes in for the engagement into a group of dead guys.
Oh dear! And look at this, Sloth already
Apparently
retreating
Sloth
back
versus
into the
KMS.
Terry, and Violet's there. Very impactful engagement.
Just doing work.
Luster KO looking for something. He needs to give his men a nice engagement. It looks like he's going to find it, going in very deep into the back end.
Good work.
Massive
There's a follow-up.
The Damnation Pierce comes out. Permafrost connecting. There comes the follow-up Judicator helmet. But a lot of defenses are down, even though Sloth did lose a lot. They could have lost a lot more. But it looks like Violets is going to trade over the wall there, just onto the eastern side of our screen. A big Damnation Pierce onto the camline, and it's going to be all she wrote here for Sloth. A couple members remaining. I don't know how long for, though. Luster KO looking for that loot bag. A lot of members funneling in onto the territory. Not reinforcements coming in. It could have been a couple. But Sloth are going to be deleted here. Territory defense is up. It's only a level 1 tower, but it's still going to be there. It looks like Luster KO is going to go in deep here. Look at that.
Gosh, look what Violets just did.
Woo! Violet's doing work with...
I mean, they're old school. They've been around for a while. We've been talking about Violets since before Queen. They have owned parts of the old world. They have been active in the new world. You know, it's good to see them around again and making waves and clapping Spider Gang.
Clapping spiders, yeah.
And the lovers.
I think that's all she wrote here, because... Oh,
there's another group or two to clap. No, they're going to let them go.
Yeah.
Maybe they just don't want to deal with the tower defense.
It is pretty annoying.
Step in, assert dominance, and leave. Wow.
A force to be reckoned with here. KMS letting Sloth know. Are they just going to delete the hideout? Most likely. They all have hammers, because I believe they were taking some castles here, so I believe they do have hammers on them. It looks like they're just going to go for it. Maybe?
Meanwhile, on the other screen, the Black Order hideout is on the last 3, 2, and 1. And boom.
Na 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 na. I think that's all I can do before I start having to pay money for that song.
Yep. EMCA.
Never mind.
That's the wrong one. And I don't think you can even finish that one before you start having to pay money, Bogle. It's like Happy Birthday. It's dangerous.
Well,
okay, Luster KO now has more Sloth on his screen here.
They baited him out of the territory. They went into the tunnel. And Sloth were like, wait, enemy gone? We come out of territory now? They're just running around like headless chickens.
They're on their mounts, running around in every which direction. Shiro, I don't think all of these guys attended class.
Definitely not. Well, at least they're, for now, letting the hideout live, I guess.
Hey, I got good news. Chat says I got a PM saying that our content is still good, even though we have no content to provide. We are definitely providing the bants. Good job. Well done,
That's-
guys.
Thank you. Hopefully, we don't
I think
have
the
many
gold
of
code
these.
helped, honestly, on that one.
Yeah,
You know,
it's all about
usually
the gold.
you give somebody gold and they're like, "You guys are doing great, thanks.
Keep it up.
Can you drop another one? Can I win twice in a day?" Yes, you can.
Actually, Slopper
Yes, you can.
dismounted up to the northwest side. Luster KO looking for an engagement around the back end with the Grovekeeper. Leaps way into the back line, followed up by the Brimstone connecting onto the back end of Slothier, and they are just getting
When
run
you
over.
shoot your wind wall in the direction you're running, I love it. I love it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man. Well, Awful Company has showed up. Might get more content.
Nah, they're just ratting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they heard Sloth was dropping bags. Probably in Alliance chat. Discord is full of it right now. Quick, guys, we're dying over here in Twin Channel Narrows. Bring your
Okay.
mounts. Bring your bags.
Just put a Tamashi. I went into free roam and then I went into a dungeon.
Oh.
Get me out. There we go. Yeah, looks like. Wait, are Sloth coming back out again?
Yes, yes, they are.
Tremendous.
Well, they know that there are bags.
Well, they know. I think KMS are just using the hideout here as bait.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Look
good
at this,
point.
Luster KO going right into the back end once
That's
again.
a nice grab
Landing the
with some
grove.
very.
Longbow E coming down, which we hardly ever see, but it is still
It's
a
effective.
very
It's still effective.
effective weapon.
Yeah. I really
Probably-
liked how he did a very good job of hitting quite a few members of the opposing team, even though they were spread out. That was actually a really good Grovekeeper.
Yeah, we do see Luster KO perform to a very high standard a lot of the times we spectate him. He is very good on a Grove. A lot of overcharges breaking, though.
I'm very impressed with Provocatia as a guild, and KMS is doing well as an alliance right now. I hope to see more of them throughout the season. We often don't get to see them because we have so much content that we are watching just the high-end groups in general.
Yeah, probably Pro Wackajack is probably the best
Oh,
smaller scale ZVZ guild we have.
we have requests for a faction report.
Faction report. Let's have a look.
Yeah, let's go look at the map real quick
Bridgewatch is winning.
right now.
Actually, Bridgewatch and
How about Thetford?
Thetford,
Yeah,
yeah.
Thetford really making a push out there. We had, I mean, you can't say, Limehurst isn't doing well either. They're definitely taking a significant portion of the map. But both Fort Sterling and Martlock have lost a lot of their territory gains they've made over the last few days. And Thetford, we had seen them kind of pushed back into the very back end. I think they only had yellow zones for a while. It was kind of rough over there for them. I mean, shouldn't even say yellow zones, blue zones for a while. It was not a lot of content were they winning, but people have been joining as the 150% bonus to their territories is nice. People like that.
helps just a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I am bouncing around looking to see if I could find any big blobs are fighting here. Racker out and about.
Well, it does look like there's a number of territories over here in Thetford land that are under. Oh, actually, I take that back. I was misreading my map. Nothing's being taken. Wire Forest, actually.
Yeah, I was just jumping into Wire Forest. Quite a few. Actually, there's a bit of a battle going on here.
Let's check that out for a few moments. We'll
Yeah.
just show off some faction warfare. It's still continuing to go on. I was concerned that we would see like 3-4 days of this and then that would be it, but it has been going on 24/7 still. People are not bored
Up on
by
Ezok.
the yellow zone content, and this is red zone content. Ezok?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, let's
And
do that.
some. Looks like we have Fort Sterling up against Limehurst here. A little bit of a battle happening over the outpost. Outpost number 1 currently trying to get claimed. Another major blob of Thetford just zoned in on the northeast side. So we're going to have a bit of a freeway battle here.
That's a
Look,
nice
they're
thing.
getting shut down by the Judicator helmet. Trying to look for an engagement for himself. Oh, big clumps coming in just on the eastern side of him. You know, Izak, you have to. There you go. You're pressing your spells. You got it. He is getting melted though.
Well, everybody gets melted in faction warfare. You don't get the nice defensive bonuses that you get out in the Outlands because of
Like last
cluster
repair was
queue.
getting now.
And we have Black Zone content over here, guys. Let's see. Over on Luster KO, big action over here as it seems like, who is this? Fear. Menace.
Okay. All right.
Clubhouse.
Yeah, making an appearance. Luster KO doing what he can to soak up that engagement, using the slowing charge over the inertia ring, actually. I believe because he is the shot caller, it's going to be to his advantage. Fear, though, looks like they are wrapping around all the way around this KMS group. KMS looking to use that choke point to the northwest side. Slowing charge comes in. This is a big return engagement. Luster KO is looking for it. He is going to land it. Massive Grove Keeper. Any follow-up DPS on this is going to be over.
DPS is dead.
Well,
they're not dead. They're north.
Yeah,
and he's far too deep right now, and his DPS is getting chunked down by the melees of Fear. They did get pushed back. Fear is real, you know, and when you start losing guys in your back line, you do see them quickly run away from the front line. Even the most practiced and veteran players get scared of losing their gear if there isn't a clear front line. But it looks like they have found one. They have regrouped. Another great engagement by Luster KO. Another good follow-up. And the DPS was there this time to wipe out the opponents. But they are getting hit by two sides, as it looks like Sloth realized that the Provocatia was under attack and is coming in very hard from the west side. A Naked Army making an appearance.
Yeah, Luster KO needs to make a choice here. He needs to push east.
The choice is to get out. I mean, they are.
I mean, you can stabilize to the eastern side here. Take out the remaining members of Fear. Stabilize just a little bit. Use the choke points to your advantage. Sloth are the bigger force on the western side. They are going to get smidged in with the remaining overextending Fear. So using this tiny little choke point that they just push through, come back in, stabilize a little bit. Luster KO is looking for an engagement here, it seems. The eastern side is safe for now. A couple members remaining, and here comes the engagement. The carpet's down, looking for something. It looks like he did get knocked up, but the front line is going to get engaged on here. Fear, though, coming out with an engagement of their own. A little bit of a
Sloth and Fear also fighting.
Yeah,
Sloth and Fear are also fighting here. So this is a good play from Luster KO and KMS to back out. Let these two groups engage. Maybe get around the backside of one of them. Violets has already done that. Violets is around the backside of Fear. It looks like Provocatia is going to have to deal with stragglers.
Yeah, it looks like some reinforcements coming in, both for Sloth and Fear. A mixed bag on the eastern side. Soaked up that engagement pretty well, actually, and a lot of people from Violets are starting to connect up from the north side. Looking for a choke point. They do have another one where he's crossing right now is another major key choke point that they can use to their advantage here. If they clear up the east, get rid of these couple members like they're doing right now, turn and burn as soon as the boys come out on the western side of the choke point. Luster KO now turning. He is seeing what's happening in the back end. Looks like Fear, though, applying the pressure constantly at the moment. Heals are down.
They are pushing real hard in the back line of Provocatia. And here comes their first engagement. Nice job by Luster getting that ice block out in time, not taking any damage, turning around, getting a nice clump. Getting the Camland follow-up, followed by DPS. These guys are very quick with this. We have talked time and time again about how we don't see good re-engagements on CCs, which really leads to better DPS follow-up. I would love to see these guys in 20v20. I think they would absolutely excel. They have the timing down, and I think they could learn the rotations in a week. I'd love to see these guys doing 20v20s.
Yeah, look at this, though. They are getting caught up. The CC chains are real. The return comes out. Any follow-up DPS here, but I don't think they have enough. KMS losing quite a few members, and it looks like Fear having a back-end melee comp coming in around the back. Bloodletters with the Spectre jackets there. And then it's like KMS are now out in the open, spread out way too thin.
Yeah, they are. They have
lost
no
choke points to use. I think it's going to be a get out and mount up if you can situation.
That was a sneaky little mount from Lester KO in between so many members of the opposing forces. Both Fear and Sloth were next to him, but he was able to sneak that mount up and get out of here. I don't know if that's going to work for all of his other members. I got to be honest with you, Lester. If I was you, I would help Jack Samurai here. His Hollow Fall is worth more than your entire set.
Looks like he's gonna make it out. A couple
Yeah.
members of KMS making it out alive. Fear, though, coming in strong with a 21% debuff. And,
Let's see if Sloth and Fear continue to fight here in the zone. I'm going to go back in, try to find us another bit of tank content here.
Baby Zap. Zab. ZAB. For Clubhouse.
Baby Zap or Baby Zab?
Zab. Like that. Looks like Sloth are they're fighting, kinda. I mean, it's a Sloth mixed bag here. But nice little camline coming in by Clubhouse. Gonna delete a couple members of Sloth. Sloth mounted and dismounted. So don't know what if the call is to fight.
I will say I have been keeping an eye on what was going on in the faction fights. Zorn entered the fight for Fort Sterling and cleaned this up, really turned the tides here. Fort Sterling was able to take Wire Forest pretty much, and they have pushed out all of Limehurst and Martlock. So good on them.
A little update here. Fear and Sloth actually working together. They're allied. So a little bit of friendly fire at the start. I think Fear was like, it is what it is. We're going to engage here. If you're in the way, you're in the way. And yeah, but they are together. I just read say chat and they're running next to each other and they're like, don't attack. And a couple people getting angry that they died.
That'll happen. Yeah. It does look like there is some more Limehurst in Wire Forest. We'll see if the guys from Fort Sterling do re-engage. I'm still on Izak, but we might see other members of Zorn. I've been trying to get Bogul back in Zorn. He was kicked out for inactivity. We will see if that can change.
Yeah, Luxy here as well, right next to Izak. Some real old school names right here.
Yeah, and I'm glad to see them doing new content and having fun. These are some of the guys who kind of left the scene because they didn't like the hand-holding politics. But they have found content they do enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's enjoying faction warfare at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's unleashed a new breed of content that we didn't really have before in the game. Even though faction warfare was in the game, we didn't have it like this. Like the bandit event just makes faction warfare just that much more fun to do. Like, because people are going to be out there fighting in red zones and stuff as well. So it's just so much fun. Unfortunately, Carleon, they don't have that much fun during that bandit event, from what I hear.
Well, I think there might be a couple of tweaks that will help them out in the future. I know that they have some great mechanics for them, and their mounts are worth a lot. That will draw in some people, but some of the guilds and groups that I thought would most enjoy it are not participating on the side of Carleon. Like, I really thought Black Flag would go full Carleon. Like, yeah. I didn't think that any chance at all of those guys going and grouping up with a main city. I thought that a pure ganking faction would be perfect for them. Absolutely perfect. But instead, they are grouping up. I think, actually, I don't know who they're with now. I saw them with somebody not that long ago, and I was kind of shocked. But they're not with Carleon.
So. Yeah, I think the only major group that I watch on stream that's Norzor, the streamer.
Mm-hmm.
He runs a
Norzor? You mean Nozori?
Nozori, yeah. No, I call him Norzor. I don't know why.
Yeah, so do I. His wife, I called him Norzor so many times that his wife bought him a T-shirt that says "I am Norzor."
Nice.
Yeah, they both follow me on the Twitters. Shozen one on Twitter. If you're at all interested, I can always use an extra follower or two. I do tweet a lot of industry stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, watching him, they do the small scale stream. just before maintenance and just after, which is always fun to watch, especially when I'm editing and uploading videos. So good content all around. But yeah, I mean, I think we're coming to the end of the war report today. We don't have much action left. Izak is just running around, and they're going to be running around for a while here.
Gonna take
Flagged
another
up.
quick look at the map here. Yep, Wire Forest is being turned as we speak, going in the favor of. Actually, it's going back. Hold on, what's going over there? Because I was just in there, and it looked like Fort Sterling was taking it, but Fort Sterling isn't on.
Yeah,
Is
the
it going
Fort
back in
Sterling
the
blob went up
It's in
into
Carlian.
Long Timber.
Carlian
they
is
were
taking it right now. There's
Yeah, they
two
were
small
chasing.
groups of Carlian who have taken this. I guess they took advantage of the fact that Fort Sterling chased off Limhurst and now are fully taking advantage of the lack of massive forces, and they're gaining some territory. Good on them. That's what you have to do if you're a smaller faction and working to gain a foothold, as the guys from Carlian are. The only other place I see under attack would be Craig Moore, but that one is completely isolated right now. It has lost its lock. Four zones have lost their lock over here. 5 zones. How does this one not have a lock? Birkenfell, how is that not attached to the rest of... Oh, because there's no road. Okay. So they need to get Malag Crevasse over here, or they're going to lose all these territories. Very interesting. That was a good pickup here. It does look like Malag Crevasse will be going over in favor of Thetford in just a moment, though. If you look at the bar, it is almost fully purple. I think they'll get it rather soon. Let me check and see if there's actually any fights in here or any forces on the loose.
Yeah, Fort Sterling blob is rotating back around to get their connecting zones back as well.
I don't see why this isn't a Thetford zone.
Which one again?
I'm in Malag Crevasse. Maybe somebody else can explain this to me.
It is.
Did it just pop over on the map? Yes, it did. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have... I was looking at it just 30 seconds ago, and it wasn't. And like from Birkenfell to Craig Madeir, Craig Moore, Dalhane Chasm, and Craig Gar all were lockless. You know, like they had the no connection icon on them. It's interesting how you can take one zone and really mess up somebody's connections like that.
It's strategic, right?
Yeah.
And that's the whole system for the the trench warfare style system that's in place, right? Like if you can control your group and cut off like a major, like cut off Thetford right now. If you go to Camlan, take Camlan, boom, and then I believe all you have to take then is Birkenfell. You then have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zones that you're cut off in for Thetford, and then you can just take them. So you can take two zones, cut off the whole entire rest of the eastern side for Thetford, and then boom, easy caps. But yeah, we could sit here and watch faction warfare happen all day because it does legit happen 24/7 at the moment. But we have another show coming up shortly.
So I will just draw one more raffle to thank all of you guys for joining us today during the show. Even though we had some light content, I do appreciate you guys watching the show and having a good time. So Dressy Puppy, you have won the raffle. Do contact me in tells or in whispers, whatever you'd like to call them, here on Twitch, and I will send you a gold code in the next 24 hours or so.
Glorious.
That, why don't you tell them where you can watch us?
Yeah, you can check us out on youtube.com/Albion TV for all the 5v5 and 20 versus 20 Crystal League coverage, all the war reports and Invasion Day action, along with the daily show and interviews. But at the moment, our interviews can be found elsewhere, can't they, Shozen?
Yeah, you can find most of our interviews on soundcloud.com/Albion TV, or pretty much anywhere you listen to podcasts. And just go into the search field, type in Albion TV, and about 100+ interviews should show up in your search with many of the top names of the characters of Albion Online, guild leaders, gankers, high infamy players, and even a few devs have been interviewed by the Shozen One. So go ahead and check that out. And we'll be back in just what, 15 minutes, Robin?
Yeah, about
A
15
little bit
minutes.
less than that, actually, because we're going to go live before the content starts. We're going to be bringing you guys some 20v20 content in just a moment. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you shortly. Bye.
Adios.